Good morning. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. It is a rainy, muddy, messy morning. So we came over. We didn't have any basements or garages to do. We came over here. We're sort of under roof. We're going to start preparing this porch and the back patio. Now they're going to run stone up. You can see the orange line is the finished grade line. So between the orange line and our concrete, they're going to put stone veneer on there. So we need to pad this out 5.5 inches. So we'll make an L out of a 2x4 with a 2x6 coming across the top. And then we'll put our faceboard on that. I'll show you how we do that. Stay tuned. Inside, the guys were putting this on, and there's my phone again. Okay. Like I said, it was a busy last hour and a half in there. We tap-conned a 2x4 1.5 inches down. We tap-conned that every 2 feet down the concrete wall. Steve's walking on the ramp as I'm talking. And then we screwed a 2x4 to it. That way we're padded out 3 inches. Now we attach the 2x6 to that. You can see very little flex, no flex at all on that. Now we'll put our faceboard on. That's what the guys are working on over here. I'll go over this a little bit better out front. So Matt and Jim measured down 7.25.
Matt, pick her back up. What? Pick her back up.
Oop, I was going to try and grab that for you. Okay, so they pulled a number down, 7.25. This is the top of my womanized plate. Started. Now he'll run this either flush. He's going flush. And just talk to me on the height. I'll take her up or down.
Down a little bit. A little bit. Right there is perfect. I hope I put my screw in the right place.
Yeah. Okay. Moving down to our next mark. Right here. Down a little, Matt. And down. Good. Right there.
Where's the mark? Right there.
Right there. Good. Next one here, up a bump. One more. Is it harder? Okay. We want to see that point right here. So up a bump. And good, right there. Okay. So now, that's a lot of weight. You can see a lot of flex there. So we'll just take 16 foot something to 1, 2, 3 down there. And we don't have to worry about this pushing. We're gonna have to put some sort of bracing on that. Now that the guys are here, we just tap-conned that on. See, about every 2 feet, Now we'll connect our corner. We measured down 1.5 inches through a chalk line. Now we can get that board on nice and straight. Looking at it from the driveway area, from the front, we don't want to see a crown or a wave. So nice and straight on that bottom board. And we'll set the top one up good. Okay. So over here, Matt's going to start adding our double. You want to go 1.5 inches big or keep it flush? It doesn't matter, huh? Go flush. Alright, I'm holding this flush here. Now you can see how our 2x6 will sit on this 3 inches better than just 1.5 inches. If we had a brick ledge a little bit closer, we could do 1.5 inches and just run some blocking down to the brick ledge, but it's all the way down there at the bottom. So just like odd fronts, we'll screw it high, screw it low, zigzag across there, that way we don't get any flex. Good. Holding this up flush. Okay. Boy, knee pads are a must on this decking. Ready, Steve?
Yeah.
Steve cut this board to length. Quick screw in the end.
Go in the battle one there.
All right. Okay.
Oh! Please tell me that was recording.
It was.
Nice.
You coming, Chris?
Give everybody a wave. I got that board in there, I just can't.
These cameras are so amazing. Okay, that's how we do that. Series of screws. Okay, nice and solid. So that's our lip we're looking for. Now they stone up underneath that when the lumber's gone. And our porch will cantilever over that. That way when it rains and drips, it won't run down the stonework. Okay, so that's how it looks when we have it all formed. Our 2x6 cantilever, our 7 1/4 up. Now all this gets climbed up to the house. Everything will drain off here and will be nice and level around here. Our step liner is going to go in there, and when you're out looking towards it, you'll see a nice even step liner. Everything at the house drains away. Let's go downstairs. I'll show you what we did. Well, while I'm here, same thing here. This is all boxed off. We'll leave our ramp there as long as we can. Maybe leave it there while we're pouring. We'll just, of course, remove that 2x12 and we can maybe bull float off of it, exit off of that. We'll see. The guys are cutting rebar for it now. Let's head downstairs and hopefully I can show you. It might be a little dark, but we'll see. Nah, it's going to be too dark. So this is underneath the steel decking. Hold on, I got an idea. Okay, there's the light. So we tapped on to 2x12 from corner to corner. And then we ran a 2x6 tap con to the wall, all the way down to the floor. Put a little cleat so it doesn't flop out. So that's tap con to the wall and then all screwed together. And then we did a similar thing through the middle. 2x12 going up to the decking. This is 7 feet from wall to wall. So it was just a little bit spongy. It may have held, yeah, maybe. Now I know it will. So you can see how we cleated all that. Again, tap con all the way to the floor. Stacked with the board beside it. Now nothing can kick out as we're walking around up there dragging concrete. So posts about every 5 feet, 4 feet. We did center here, tying off to the corners. Same thing down here, other end. So now I don't even have to give this a second thought of collapsing with the crew up there. Okay, that's good. Outside. So that's what it looks like from the, out here. And of course, remember, grade will be up here. So maybe 3 steps coming down off of there, or maybe they come off the side. I don't know. The garage doors are over here. So we're just getting some rebar cut and ready to start putting up on the decking. Okay, just lining up the ends. We want these cut pretty precise. There's a defined line. We want the rebar to stick over into our cantilever section so we don't get a hairline crack right above that concrete wall. So our power rebar cutters plugged into our truck. Still no power at this house. Will we make it? 35%. So they brought over 1.5 blue board. We're ripping it into strips. We want to put 1.5 strips in the corrugations of the decking, and then we're going to top it with 1/2 inch. When sun hits that, sometimes you get moisture in the basement. We're going to try and prevent that. With all the strips. Now we'll cover this up with 3/4 inch foam. Going good? Cut, cut, cut. That's how we're going to leave it. We didn't tie all these rebar. We got to move them once we get the posts in. We're going to let those guys handle jacking this up, taking the temporaries out, and putting in the posts. I have them all set up for them. I did get this side here done because I didn't have to move the temporary posts. So I went ahead and anchored them to a 4x4 concrete block, and we'll concrete around that, and I tap conned it to the bracket, and the bracket will get screwed to the post. Nice and plumb. And we'll wrap that with our Epifoam joint. So here's our 3/4 foam on top of our rips on top of decking. I didn't want this to be all ripply on top of here, so we filled up that void with the 1.5 inch foam. So I'm curious to see if that morning sun hits this cold decking, will it sweat? Hopefully not as bad with the foam in it. All right, I got a handful of stuff, heading to the truck. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. I think Emily will probably just attach this into an ongoing video. Quite rainy outside, changing the oil in the Freightliner. As well as I'm doing a project I think you guys might like. This was my first maple epoxy veined table I made. I made several mistakes on it, and that's okay. It's only 2 feet by 18 inches. It was a fun project. It looks really nice, but I got a bunch of bubbles in it. Now I know why I got the bubbles. Top and bottom. So that's what it looks like unfinished. Then I put a coat of lacquer on it, thinking, well, maybe I'll just fill in the bubbles. Well, that didn't work either. So, on to my next project. Making my daughter-in-law and Tommy a barn door for their pantry. 1.25 inches thick. Let's head downstairs. I might as well start this video with the product I got. This is a nice starter kit I just found online. And it came with, it came with A and B mix. They use equal parts, and they give you mixing cups. and measuring cups to make that real simple. And they give you different squeegees, stirs, and they give you a nice variety pack of colors. So let's just start there. They give you some silver flake and gold flake to put into the mix and give you some neat colors. So let me clear this off and I'll get the door formed up. Okay, so just setting up some horses. These things are heavy. These are a couple boards I picked from. All right, let's get a plan together on the shape of it. I brought up one extra one just to have. Set it over here. Well, I know the width of my door is 38 5/8. So I have a semi-straight edge here and a live edge here. So 38 5/8, I'm plenty there. Now that's too big of a vein in the middle. So what I'm going to do, I'll just get this set up and I'll call Tommy and Sarah down and we'll go over some different options. So what I thought was, oh, geez, whoops, I don't want to move these around too much. Hopefully I don't knock the camera over. So now, I can cut this to fit in the middle. I can cut these bigger. Look at that. So we'll open this up and we'll epoxy fill this. Hey, maybe I want to line these up. I don't know. See, it's just endless. So now I can cut this off. I can cut this out. I can make a vein coming up through here. Down. I can do something over here. I can, up here and then do something at the top. We just need to get a good solid plan together. Get these cut through the planer. Hey, let's do a moisture test on these too. Okay, so where I'm at, we're going square edge, no live edge anywhere. So I just cut these, took off all the rough edges. I cut them an inch longer than our finished. We're at 97 inches. These are 98 inches. So I wanted a little wiggle room, then I could trim these all up when I'm done. So I took about 2 feet off. Now they're much lighter, a little bit lighter. Now I'll take them up to the wood shop. I'm going to rip them in half, flip them, biscuit them, send them through the planer, and then biscuit them together. Sorry about that. And start putting this door together, and then we'll cut out our veining. Okay, the yoke was not working. It was too butchered up. So I got this maple from down back, and it's partially spaltered. You can start to see the black fungus starting. That looks really cool. All through here, more up here. So we took this slab and we ripped it in half. So we're just cleaning up the bark right now, knocking all the bark off of this live edge. We're going to put our cut edges to the outside, and then we're going to epoxy vein this middle with black epoxy. Wire wheel. I had to cut this in the sawmill to make it fit. So now we just need to put a little bit of a wave to it. We don't want it to be straight. We want it to sort of mirror that. So just getting it down to solid. So it just takes it right off.
Smack it there.
It's coming off. I think you're doing the right thing. Okay, it's coming. So's Christmas. Give you a couple holes around it, or seems like you're getting it. This little thing probably cost me 4 saw blades. But you can see, I just did not want to abandon this lumber. That is some nice lumber. All right, let's send it through the planer. Okay, we're going to stop there for today. We got clamps, just some scrap metal holding it all together, middle, both ends. So we'll let this dry a little bit. We need it to be around 10%. I know we're over that.